Hello and welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Jake with Jake Plays, coming at you with a brand new Pokemon adventure. We're doing HeartGold. We're going gold, baby. I like gold. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. How is everybody doing? Missed you all. Been on a little bit of a breaky wakey poo. Let's go ahead, get this started. We will set the clock. We're just going to go at 10 o'clock. Keep life simple here. Whoa, it's 10 o'clock. We overslept. Hello, sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Professor. Yo, what's up, Peekaboo? This world is inhabited by creatures that we call Pokemon. Yo, hold up. For those of you who don't recall, back in the Dizzy, in between generations 1 and 2, Marill had been kind of like leaked, I think in Game Informer, and there was like, this is like back before everybody had smartphones, social media, all that fun jazz. Everybody, like, the talk at recess on the playground was like, guys, there's a new Pokemon. Did you know that if you take like a water stone, but then you need to make sure you go to Misty's gym, and you need to do this, and then you got to do that, and then it was wild. It was just like the Mew thing, and everybody was like, oh, it's just Peekaboo. So like, that's what we're gonna go with. And yeah, I think I recall specifically, and again, I'm not 1000% sure, so you know, we all have the internet, we could probably look this up, but I think it was like a bad translation or something in like a Nintendo Power or Game Informer magazine where they put a spread, or maybe it was like one of those silly like April Fool's Day pranks where they do that. We're gonna go ahead and get the text speed up to fast. Let's check out some frames. Ooh, oh, watch out. All right, I think we're just gonna go with a nice plain simple. I like this one. This one looks kind of cool. It's not quite like simple, but like, you know, it looks kind of cool. Let's check our PC just in case there's a potion or anything like that in there. Bam, nothing. Love it. All right, okay, let's get our adventure started. So for those of you who don't know, this is Mom. She's like, oh my God, what's up? Hey, Jake, I want to make sure you get all your stuff. Professor Elm was looking for you, even though we were just talking to Professor Oak. Anyway, we got our Poke Gear back from the shop. It helps us on our adventure here. You know, I mean, we'll see. It's been a hot second. It is Sunday, 10 short daylight savings time. Let's go with it. We'll get that updated. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we know how to use the phone. You go like this. Hello. And then you're good to go. All right. Let's get our adventure started here. I think we need to keep moving, keep grooving. We need to go find Professor Elm. We need to get our starters. So let's jump right in. It always looks like he has a sweet mohawk, by the way. When you look at him from the front, I know it's that, like, I guess receding hairline or like the horseshoe sort of thing. You know, that they have, I'm a professor, I'm a distinguished gentleman. It just seems like they have, you know, that, a mohawk. Would be pretty cool. He doesn't. I mean, not saying professors can't have mohawks. I'm pretty sure that they can. But yeah, we're gonna go find Mr. Pokemon. We're gonna have to go look into some stuff for us. And yeah, let's go ahead and get that Pokemon as a partner. They're all rare Pokemon. So our boy is like hardcore collecting, being the collector boy. We already know. So we got Cyndaquil, fire type, right? Fire Pokemon. And then we have, I believe this is Totodile, the water boy. Do we want a Totodile? No. And then we have Chikorita, the grass. With that leaf. All right. Normally I would be grabbing a grass starter in some versions, you know, if it's Bulbasaur, but then again, there's Charmander. Chikorita is all right, but I am very partial, as most people, to the fire starter. We're going to go with Cyndaquil. We're going to go ahead, grab him. We'll go ahead, also give him a sweet nickname. I am thinking that we're going to go with a classic one. What are we going to call it? A classic name. Now, like, a classic name would be something like Frank, Jimmy G, no, not Jimmy G, Jimmy. I think we should go with, I mean, listen, it's a Cyndaquil, it's a spicy Fireboy, so maybe we just go with, should we just go with the classic and call it Frank? I think we're going to go with Frank on this one. Let's be frank here, we weren't going to pick anything else. We do need to come up with an idea for our next one, but we'll figure that out as we go along here. So we got to go to Mr. Pokemon near Cherry Grove, the next city over. It's almost a direct route, which is nice. We'd love to hear it. So we can... Okay. Yep. Okay. He's got his own little Pokemon healing center in there. We got Elm's phone number in case we want to call him, go on a little date, be like, what's up, my guy? Oh, we got an aide who's giving us stuff. Oh, a potion. Love to see it. So for those of you who don't know or are new to the channel, new to the series, or new to Pokemon in general, what we're going to be doing is what's called a Nuzlocke challenge. Basically, it's a little bit different set of rules. You know, we're still playing the same game, right? But instead of being able to catch them all, we actually are going to only be limited to how many that we can catch. We'll certainly go into that as we're going along here. And if a Pokemon faints, is brought down to 0 HP in battle, we are no longer able to use them. Unfortunately, we would say that they are RIP, And we're just going to put them in their own separate box in the PC off to the side. They're basically just out of the game. And our goal is in this one. So this one's what's really cool, the second version in Pokemon HeartGold. Well, I should say, the gold version, but this is kind of that Gen 4, I think, one of the remakes, is that we have not just the new area, Johto, but we actually get to go back to the first area where red and blue and yellow were in Kanto and go through all 8 of those badges. So we got 8 badges to collect in Johto, and then we have the Elite Four, and then we have the 8 badges over in Kanto, and then we have that Elite Four, and then I think we have a special battle at the very end. So we got to beat the champion of the Elite Four twice, and then we got to beat that Ultimate Champion at the very end. So we're kind of in for the long haul here. You will see at the bottom of the screen, we are going to try to keep track of these sort of things. So we do have 8 leaders kind of listed right now. These are the first 8 we're going to be coming across. After that point, I'll either update it or we'll figure something out. We'll figure it out as we go along about what we're going to be doing, where we're going to be doing, putting that kind of stuff. But, back to what we were saying. So once we get Pokeballs is when the challenge truly sort of starts here, meaning that at that point is where the run is locked in. So right now, this is kind of like a bonus, a prequel, if you will. Just like a tutorial kind of level, quote unquote, even though it's not really tutorial. We can kind of grind a little bit. We can get some experience. If Frank happens to reach 0 HP, it is not the end of the world. We don't lose him. We don't end the run before it even begins. Some people do play it that way. That's not how we're going to be playing it. We're going to keep this low key. We're going to keep it fun. So back to the restrictions on what we can have, I guess, as far as catching Pokemon. For those of you who know Pokemon, who live Pokemon, who breathe Pokemon, or who don't, there's a lot of them. The idea is to catch them all, kind of like a bug catcher, a collector. You want to get them all. You want to get your whole set complete. You want to have what's called a Pokedex, a living Pokedex. You want to fill it out. We do not have to necessarily worry about that because that is one of the restrictions that's in place here. So what we can do is every time we enter a new area, like a new route, a cave, or we're moving. I think that's it. It's the route. The waterways and stuff like that. The first encounter, the first time we enter it, is eligible to be caught. If for whatever reason we do knock that Pokemon out, we bring it down to 0. At that point, that all encounters from there, like that we can't catch anything else. So we don't get a second chance. If we come across a really great Pokemon the first time we enter something, and maybe we use a typing advantage and we knock it out by accident, you know, unfortunately, we would not be able to then catch that. That's, you know, catch it again. Meaning that if we ran into it a second time or a third time on the route later on, we would not be able to. So it's one of those things. There's a limited amount of Pokemon, I believe, with the amount of routes and caves and stuff like that. There's about 30, 35 maybe. So certainly knocking them out definitely brings us, you know, brings down our pool of Pokemons that we can pick from. Now, I already hear what you're saying. You're saying, Jake, I got a question. There's certainly a lot of Pokemon. There's a lot of routes here. What happens if, for instance, you run in, you know, you come into the new area, you go into the new route, and you've encountered a Pokemon you already catch. Not that it's going to happen, but like, let's say we have Cyndaquil, we have Frank. We go into Route 2, and a Cyndaquil happens to appear, right? So in that case, we definitely have the option that, yeah, if we want to have another one that's like, you know, the one that we have, we can definitely use that opportunity to make that catch. That'll count. Alternatively, we can decide not to catch it, right? Wait, I think I gotta talk to you to heal up, right? Yeah. Kill my Pokemon, dude. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, so like, let's say we decide, you know, we do catch it. Awesome. We love it. We can have a duplicate. That's fine. If we decide not to catch it, which we are, you know, we're allowed to, we can actually do the next encounter. So that's like one of the few times where you can, like the second encounter, you can actually go ahead and catch that one. And there is what's called the shiny claws, meaning if we come across a shiny Pokemon, they're pretty obvious. They have a different color palette. They have a little star, like boop, goes like that around them. We can catch them no matter what. So if we've already encountered that Pokemon before, if we've already caught that Pokemon, if we've already encountered a Pokemon on the route, if we've knocked one out, X, Y, Z, all of the above, disregard, and we can continue to attack. I mean, continue on to catch it. And then we got a nice little shiny boy. Shiny boy. Pardon me, just staying hydrated here. Frank is making work of these Sentrets. We are just kind of getting a little bit of experience boost to give ourselves a little bit of a buffer zone. We are on our way to go see Mr. Pokemon in Cherry Grove Town Village. Forget exactly what it was. Yo, what's up, my boy? Yo, what's up, Pidgey? You are going to see, like we said, this is the second generation. So there are about 100 new ones, I think. About 100 or so, 105, something like that. So we will be able to see not just the new ones. Sentret was a new one, Cyndaquil's a new one, Chikorita, Totodile, blah, 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 blah. But we're going to see repeats like Rattata, Pidgey, Nidoran probably. And then even when we go back to Kanto, I do believe there are going to be, you know, the original boys and the original girls and the non-original ones. He's telling to take a break. Let's go ahead. Are we allowed to cut through here? Can't climb, blah, 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 blah. Let me see. Talkie. So yeah, different kinds of Pokemon will appear past there. Let's just come back. Let's just make sure we're not going the wrong way. I don't quite recall if we're supposed to go up or left. But we're going to find out together. This is an adventure. We're going to beat up on some Sentrets. Frank's going to go to town here. We're going to go ahead and let him up. Pretty rude. Pretty rude. Beating us up and bringing you down to the yellow Sentret. Now what are you going to do about it, huh? Again, just trying to stay a little hydrated. Your boy is parched over here. All right, so we are down to 7 health. We did get that experience. We are on level 8, 9 health, not terrible, as the cool kids call it. Let's get ourselves a berry. It's a fruit-bearing tree. Hey, it's a berry. Obtained berry. I'm waiting for Pokemon up here at night. Yeah, that's cool. Cool, buddy. Let's go ahead. And the berry is actually something that we can use to heal up Frank a little bit. I don't quite want to use our potion because that's going to restore 20 HP. Frank was at 9. He has a max of 25. It doesn't go over the max, so that's why we want to be careful with that. Yep, yes, we were going the right way. We wanted to go left. We didn't want to go up. See? We know what's up. What's up, old man? You're a rookie trainer, aren't you? I can tell. Is it because I only have one Pokemon and I'm like 12 years old? That's okay. Everyone's a rookie at some point. If you like, I can teach you a few things. Not right now. I'll come back, buddy. Let me just heal up. Let me go see Mr. Pokemon, and I'll be back to learn some things from you, my dude. What's up, Nurse Joy? Oh, welcome to the Pokemon Center. We're going to go ahead and heal up. Heal us up. Ready? Bum, 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 bum. Thank you. Thank you. I hope to see us again. I mean, it's kind of a little morbid, right? Where she's like, I hope to see you again. Oh, yeah, I hope you... But it's also like, I hope you're out there living your life. And hey, if things happen, you know, we're here to help you out. Yeah, so we're going to keep on rocking and rolling. Thanks for healing us up. Looking for Mr. Pokemon. That's the guided gent. That's it. Cherry Grove City. The city of cute, fragrant. That's a hard word. The city of cute, fragrant flowers. Wow. Not flagrant. Fragrant. Flagrantly fragrant. Try saying that. Pokemon gain experience in battle and change their form. Okay, leaving that house. She's hanging out in the flowers. That's the guided gent's house. Maybe this is Mr. Pokemon. Are you Mr. Pokemon? You're trying to see how good you are as a Pokemon trainer. You better visit the Pokemon gyms all over Johto and collect badges. Okay, you're not Mr. Pokemon. Where's Mr. Pokemon? Oh my god. Oh, the mark. Maybe he is in Guide Gent's house. Maybe Mr. Pokemon also. Okay, nobody here. Okay. Let's learn a few things from the old guy. Okay. Rookie. Yeah, teach me some things. All right, we're going to follow him. This is the Pokemon Center. They heal your Pokemon no time at all. You will be relying on them a lot. So, yeah, unless you're like a really good trainer who takes care of your Pokemon, they sell balls and other useful items. Route 30 is out this way. They'll be battling their prize Pokemon there. Okay. And the sea. Ah, yes. The sea. Some Pokemon can only be found in water. Okay. There was a dude on that cliff over there. Whoa. Okay, is this your house? Here, it's my house. Thank you for your company. Let me give you a small gift. Hey, we got the map card. Now we can keep track of where we're at. I think there's a radio card too that we have to end up getting, which is like whatever, but we'll figure that out when we get there. This is Mr. Pokemon, Mr. Pokemon, Mr. Pokemon. Oh, it's still farther up ahead. Guess we got to keep going. We're on Route 30. Now again, we have not caught, received any Pokemon balls, even though we just passed the shop we can purchase them at. Certainly if we did, that would start the Nuzlocke. Again, we are being a little cheesy, weezy, bobeezy. Yo, what's up, Metapod? My boy. We are going to just get a little levels if we can, and then we're going to catch a Pokemon, because what's going to have to happen is we're going to catch someone who's this low level, like 3 or 4, and we're going to have to do what's called switch training, where we put them out front, and then before anybody attacks, we're going to have to flop out and bring in Frank, who's going to end up always taking 1 hit. So we want to make sure he's a little bit of a beefy boy who can take those sort of hits, so that way, you know, we don't end up losing Frank this early in the game. And we also have a Pokemon that's pretty viable relatively early on. So we're going from Cherry Grove City to Violet City. It's a fruit-bearing tree and it's a berry. Put the berry in the item pocket. Let's just do one more battle, because I think this might be Mr. Pokemon's house here. We'll just bounce to the left. Okay, well, we'll go right into a Pokemon battle. You know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah. What's up, Metapod? Bro, Metapod is tight AF. Only because he does harden all the heckin' time. Let's go ahead and beat him up. Tackle, tackle, tackle. Harden, harden, harden. Tackle, tackle, tackle. Defense went way up. Defense went with... Words are hard, guys. Today, enemy Metapod used harden. Its enemy Metapod's defense went up. So we can use Leer. So we have a couple of options, right? I mean, we've been using tackle like 100% of the time here. I believe as some of my compatriots, cohorts, colleagues, people who are also, who play like me, you know, sometimes you think, attack, 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 attack. Every move needs to be an attack. And yeah, for the most part, I kind of do fall into that, unless we do need to, you know, land a shot, land that crit. Maybe weaken them up before we bring somebody else in. So like Leer does, it lowers the defense. Smoke screen, I think, is an accuracy, much higher than sand attack. But we'll get into that deeper as we go. You know, Pokemon eat berries. Well, my Pokemon got healthier by eating a berry. Here, I'll share with you. Here's another berry, Jake. Whoa! Jake put the berry in the item pocket. Check trees for berries. All right. Let's just go ahead. And the cool thing in this version is you can actually give your Pokemon items to hold so that they can use it. So what we're doing here, we're giving Frank that berry. So that way, I think we saw it earlier in a battle. It's a bit further ahead, dang. In an earlier battle, when he got to low health, something, you know, he automatically ate the berry, gained that health back. It didn't count like as a move. It didn't count as like our turn. It's just like a bonus action, if you will. So that's kind of what we like about them, is that it will, like, they'll use it to heal themselves. Now, I certainly can't hold every single item. I think there's certain restrictions on what they can hold. And there's also items that will boost attack, boost defense. It'll make, you know, share experience. I think there's an experience share as an item. You know, all sorts of cool little stuff like that. So there seems to be some Pokemans blocking our path. Whoa, Rattata used tackle. Whoa, this is a big battle, man. Leave him alone. All right, well, I guess we're gonna have to go around. My bad, my bad. Gonna have to go through the tall grass to to avoid that battle. Guys, I don't know if you remember, but like one of the, I don't want to say the best ever, but like I'm gonna be super hyperbolic here. One of like the best like ever, like remembering like growing up in the movies, like tall grass was like in Jurassic Park 2 when they're going, I forget exactly where they're going, but they're like either escaping camp or they're needing to like, oh, some of the dinosaurs just got loose from camp, from the animal activists who are like, free all the dinosaurs, they need to be allowed to roam around. But you know, whatever. I mean, anyway, and they're like, oh, we got to go into the tall grass. And they're like, don't go into the tall grass because the raptors are there. And then there's like the aerial shot of them like waving their way. They're like, oh, we're in the tall grass. It's like up to their like chest and stuff. And then like behind them, you see like running through the grass. And it's like the raptors. And all of a sudden you just see them go, whoa, and you see them like dipping out left and right and left. And like, whoa. You know what? I'm going to watch JP2 later today. That is going to be a good time. Yeah, I mean, that was about it. So I kind of think about that, like when we're going through tall grass, like you're running into Pokemon. Thank goodness we have Frank here. So we come across these little Pidgeys, these birds that they just go like, oh, I'm a bird. Oh. They don't, I don't think they do that. I think they go more like, I mean, that's a bit more of a Pidgeon, but oh, a poison cure berry, a poison cure berry. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and hold on to that. Poison is the bane of our existence. Oh, well, actually, hold on. We'll talk to Mr. Pokemon. Professor Elm said that you would visit. This is what I want Professor Elm to examine. Jake received a mystery egg. Jake put the mystery egg in the key pocket. I know a couple which run a Pokemon daycare service. They gave me that egg. I was intrigued, so I sent mail to Professor Elm. For Pokemon evolution, Professor Elm is the authority. Even Professor Oak here recognizes that. If my assumption is correct, Professor Elm will know it. Ah. Oh, aha! So you're Jake. I'm Oak, a Pokemon researcher. I was just visiting my old friend, Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here to meet you. Oh, what's this? A rare Pokemon? Let's see. I see. I understand why Professor Elm gave you a Pokemon for this errand. To researchers like Professor Elm and I, Pokemon are our friends. He saw that you would treat your Pokemon with love and care. Ah, you seem to be dependable. How would you like me to help you out? See, this is the latest version of Pokedex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Jake received Pokedex. Go meet many kinds of Pokemon and complete that Pokedex. But I've stayed too long. I have to go to Goldenrod for my usual radio show. Yo, Professor Oak out here being the original podcaster. He's like, I have a radio show to get to in Goldenrod City. You are returning to Professor Elm. Here, your Pokemon should have some rest. Your Pokemon should have some rest. I don't know why I'm making a Mr. Pokemon talk like this. Oh, it was very silly. Okay, so real quick, I do want to go ahead and update. You will see over on the side of the screen, I think it's in the top corner, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Bam! We got our boy there. We're going to try to keep track of who we got on our squad. Right now, we do have Cyndaquil. He is hanging out with us. Oh, hold on. We're getting a call from Professor Elm. Hello, Jake? It's a disaster. It's just terrible. What should I do? No, please, get back here now. Click. Love? I mean, it would have been nice to get a little bit more information. I guess it's okay. What we were saying, right? Because we got the fruit-bearing tree, we got the poison cure berry from this tree. So one of the things that does get a little frustrating during these Nuzlocke runs, poison is going to be the bane of our existence, right? What happens with poison, when a Pokemon is poisoned, it's one of the few, if not only, status effect that lingers, that carries outside of battle. So every step you take, or it's every I think 10th step, either 10th or 11th step, it'll blip, it'll be brr, and your Pokemon loses 1 HP, right? So let's say we get into a battle, Weedle uses Poison Sting, let's say he gets us down to 11 HP, and we've knocked him out, right? That Weedle's done for. We got Poison, we only have 11 HP left. That means we only got about 100 steps to cure Poison to get to a Pokemon Center before Frank would pass out. And then at that point, once he was knocked out, he would be out of the game, the Nuzlocke. So it's a little frustrating because that can happen to us. So having poison heal, poison cure berries, those are very important for us to have. Let's go ahead and beat up this Pidgey. I was walking into a wall there for a little bit, kind of not ideal to say the least. Let's go ahead, use Tackle, as they say. So, back to what we were talking about with status changes, right? They're certainly useful. For these sorts of battles, everything's kind of straightforward. If you outpower, you outmaneuver your Pokemon, I mean your the one that you're battling, it just makes sense to kind of attack. But if you're on a kind of an even level, or may even have a disadvantage, that is where those things like the Leer, where we're going to lower our defense. So for instance, if we use Leer, it, bro, first of all, real quick, with Leer, it does that laser eye thing, and it's supposed to be I didn't understand what that was when I was little. I didn't get what Leer was when I was 9 years old. 9 years old. I was what the heck is Leer? And then obviously X-Men is super cool. So then you see those lasers come out and you're oh my God, oh, my Pokemon is like Cyclops, right? And then it turns out it just lowers the defense. Like, it doesn't actually do any damage. And you're like, well, that was disappointing, until you kind of get a better understanding of the game itself, some of the mechanics, learning that, oh yeah, sometimes defense is sort of where it's at. You want to, maybe you want to raise your own defense, drop their defense, and then, you do a super effective move against them. Those sorts of things, it's like it's the game, it is what it is, right? Whoa, we got this dude with this, is it a hat? Is it his hair? I know our hat's on backwards because we're Coolio. You got a Pokemon at the lab. What a waste. A wimp like you. Ugh. Don't you get what I'm saying? I'm edgy, bro. Well, I too have a good Pokemon. I'll show you what I mean. So I think this is going to be our rival for this game. I'm pretty sure this is our rival. I got the ball. You can't see me. Question mark, question mark, question mark. What's the battle? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Sent out Totodile. So basically our rival is going to have the opposite starter than what we had. I shouldn't say the opposite. It's going to have the one that has has the typing advantage over us, that's strong against us. So water, Totodile is a water type Pokemon. We are a fire type Pokemon. So certainly, he's going to have that advantage in the typing if he has water moves. Right now, I think at level 5, they just have normal, which is going to be Scratch. We have Tackle. So again, I think we don't have to worry, because if he used like a water gun, if he used a bubble, that was a critical hit. Didn't quite like that. Ooh. So when that kind of stuff happens, it's certainly frustrating. That's where we could have gone down there. Fortunately, we did not. Frank, my dude, you know what's up. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Was defeated. Are you happy? I forget what voice I was using for him. Are you happy? You happy you won? We got 300 Pokédollars. Oh! My name's question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm gonna be the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. Whoa! Then he takes off running. What a cool guy. I'm gonna go ahead and heal up real quick, just because he did leave us a little bit low, a little bit dangerous. Now the thing is that again, we haven't quite started. We've started the game. We haven't quite started the run where those rules sort of kick in. Again, until we get the Pokeballs. But again, what we are doing, we still get money. So we got the 300 Pokédollars. If we were to white out or black out, just meaning that all of our Pokemon are knocked out, well, we wouldn't lose Frank. We would still get to use him for the game. We do lose Pokédollars, which, are going to come in handy when we need to buy some things, like potions and Pokeballs and Great Balls and Ultra Balls. And I do recall, I think this one introduced Premier Balls. Yeah, they're the white ones. And it's every 10 balls you buy. So if you buy 10 Pokeballs, if you buy 10 Great Balls, 10 Ultra Balls, you get one for free. So it's kind of nice to have them. They're not really any better than anything, but having additional Pokeballs just gives you additional chances at catching things, which is nice because maybe we need to spend some money on potions. Maybe we need to spend some money on super potions, ultra potions, hyper potions, revive. Well, not revive because we can't bring anybody back. Maybe we need to spend some money on antidotes for poison, like we were talking about. We can't always spend our money on Pokeballs. All of it, I should say. We're certainly going to be spending money on Pokeballs. I mean, come on, that's the point of the game. But we want to make sure that we have enough going forward. Blah blah blah. All those words. Blee 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 blah blah. Right. Eccentric used Tackle on us. Pretty rude. All right, Frank, my dude, you're getting a little beefy boy. You got a little beefy boy. Level 10, getting beefy. All right, let's go back here. We're going the right way, right? Route 29, Cherry Grove to New Barktown. And one more thing too, before we get too crazy into it. In our Poke here, we are going to have an option for a map. And once we get into the map, you know, we can see like New Barktown, and then it's Route 29, and then it's Cherry Grove. So basically this whole, you know, you can see it bouncing from where my character is to the next square. That's all of Route 29. So, you know, and then Route 30 is up above, Route 31. So there's actually 2 routes in between Cherry Grove to Violet. So it's just those things. We got to kind of, nice that we have the map. We just got to remember, we'll have to check some signs, we'll have to check some things, making sure everything lines up. Because we don't want to accidentally catch a Pokemon we weren't supposed to be catching. Oh, Officer Jenny. I heard a Pokemon was stolen from here. I was just getting some information from Professor Ohm. Apparently it was a young man with long red hair. What? You battled a trainer like that? Did you happen to get his name? Ooh, what should we name the rival? Usually I name it like Butt Munch or like Poopy Face. I know what we're gonna call him. Let's call him... I'm thinking Larry, right? Doesn't Larry sound like kind of no, but I like kind of like Frank. I mean, Frank and Larry would be a pretty cool team to have. Nick? No. Ooh, let's call him Wyatt. No. Willie? Violet. Red hair. What is red hair? Ginger Boy? Ginger Billy? No. What's a good red-haired person name? Abigail? No. Alexander? No. Ooh, I got it. We're gonna really give him a name that, and I'm sorry if any of my followers have this name, but I do find it to be a little silly, and that's fine. We're gonna call him Braden with a Y. Whoops. Not Bray. Yeah. Let's call him Braden with a Y. Oh, and it fits too. Yeah, his name was Braden. Ooh. Thanks for helping my investigation. And the guy's like, I gotta go investigate. Let's talk to our boy Elm. Jack, this is terrible. Oh yes, what was Mr. Pokemon's big discovery? The mystery egg to Professor Elm. This is it, a Pokemon egg? Oh, good heavens, it's a Pokemon egg. If it is a great discovery. Oh, what? Professor Oak gave you a Pokedex? That guy always giving Pokedexes to people. That's incredible. He's superb at seeing potential of people. The trainers, you know, we're the chosen, we're the person who's going on an adventure. You seem to be getting on great with Pokemon too. You should take the Pokemon Gym Challenge. It's not like the Ice Bucket Challenge or the In My Feelings Challenge. Closest gym would be the one in Violet City. Get walking, boy. Jake, the road to championship will be a long one. Before you leave, make sure that you talk to your mom. What? I feel like you should give us that Chikorita, homie. Can we have the Chikorita? Like, bro. This one. Can I have it? It contains a Pokemon called by Professor Elm. The wrapper from the snack Professor Elm is in there. Okay. Let's go talk to Mom real quick. Oh, we gotta talk to this aide. Not her mom. Jake! Use these on your Pokedex quest. Alright, so we got the Pokeball. We've officially started the Nuzlocke run. Meaning that when we are leaving and going back to Cherry Grove, that is going to be one of our first encounters that we can catch. Hopefully we come across something good. I mean, Rattata, Sentret, and I think even Metapods is what we were running into. So we will see. Where's our house? Is this our house? Jake's house, not my mom's house, not my parents' house. It's my house, 12-year-old. Wow, that's a cute Pokemon. Where did you get it? So you're leaving on an adventure? Okay, I'll help too. But what can I do for you? I know, I'll save money for you. This is kind of a neat feature. You can have her save money for you. It's kind of like you put the money, like every time you win money, let's say we won 300, like 100 would go to her. So that way, if you do faint, you do black out, you do lose all your Pokemon, instead of having the money, like you lose half the money you have on hand. Because in this universe, when you have a Pokemon battle and you lose, you got to hand over half of the money you have on you. Weird economy, right? But what happens is when you give it to mom, that money doesn't go anywhere. So you can always like come back. So like if you know you're going to go on a rough stretch or a rough whatever, it can be sort of useful to, you know what I mean? You don't lose money, blah, 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 blah. Pikachu is an evolved Pokemon. I was amazed by Professor Elm's findings. He's so famous for his research on Pokemon evolution. I wish I could be a researcher like him. So wait, did they take the egg? They took the egg, right? Or do we still have the egg? No, we don't have the egg. I thought we do get the egg. And then we have to like hatch it. And then it's like, it's a Pokemon. What, am I just supposed to like leave and just, are we starting this? Like, okay, he's gonna keep learning about that egg. I think he calls us and then he's like, maybe after the first badge, he's like, I'll come back and get this egg, buddy. We need you to do stuff with it. Egg, Pokemon egg. Just like that. All right, so we have 5 balls. 5 balls. Let's see. So we are. Got a trainer battle, maybe. I've seen you a couple times. How many Pokemon have you caught? Would you like me to show you how to catch one? Let's see. Sometimes it's cool because like we were talking about shiny Pokemon, the Pokemon they encounter can be shiny. Nope, it's a regular Rattata. It's just kind of neat sometimes to see it. Because again, I think it's like I don't know the exact number. I think it's one in a couple thousand for a shiny Pokemon to come out. I do know there is the Gen 1 miss, where it's 1 out of 256 or 1 out of 255 times it can miss. Like there's a move called Swift. Swift never misses, except it technically actually does because of how janky some of the code is in there. And I mean janky as in I could never program a game like this. I could never figure out how to do anything like that. However, it is held together by glue, popsicle sticks, and bubble gum. You know what I mean? Like that's what the coding looks like. But it was phenomenal for 96, 97, you know? All right. Let's get our first encounter. I do remember there was a thing that you want to check behind trainers on the ground because they may have dropped something. We got ourselves a Pidgey. Wild Pidgey has appeared. Go Frank. Oh, it's a level 2. So we need to be careful. We might one-shot it. Frank might be too strong. Oh, it's red like my sweater is right now. Go into the pack. We will get our Pokeball, and you guys know what it is. It is up and B at the same time. Do the trick. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Yes, gotcha. Pidgey was caught. All right, so we're gonna have to give him a name, and I guess I should say too, that is also something with the Nuzlocke. We do have to give nicknames to everybody. It helps build attachments. It helps us be involved. Well, it makes us want to have them survive. They're just not Pidgey. They're our Pidgey, you know? It usually hides in tall grass. Because it dislikes fighting, it protects itself by kicking up sand. Pidgey, the tiny bird Pokemon. I'll try to work on that robot voice. Yes, we are going to give a nickname to Pidgey. I was thinking Flyboy, you know what I mean? Sorry, Alan, it's a little itchy right now. You know, or, chicken thing. Chicken. We got 3. Chicken fly. I think chicken fly would be cool. I don't know why, but chicken fly. Yo, what's up, chicken fly? All right, so we are going to turn around real quick. We are going to go back to Professor Elm, and we are going to heal up. And you will see what we are going to be doing. Like I said, we're going to be doing some switch training. So right now that I think it's Route 30, Route 29, basically we caught. So that's our R1. We got Chicken Fly. You know, we are good to go, which is kind of nice because it is like a common Pokemon. So in the next 2 routes, 30 and 31, if we come across another one, you know, if that's the first encounter, we get that opportunity to not catch it, blah, 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 blah. But with that being said, guys, we're going to take a break right here. Check out the next episode. It's coming up shortly. It's been great. I hope you guys stick around. We're going all the way this time. All the way or bust. You know, if we crap out, it just is what it is. All right. Check us out on the next episode. See ya.